So this is like a vlog slash question and answer, but these are questions that I done had on over, past time. So I kept them in my mind. So I'm finna answer like certain questions. And the topic we're gonna talk about is does education in college means you're smarter than a person that doesn't have it? So boom. That's really the question. So I believe, actually, I know that there's no such thing as really being smarter than someone else. Because once I pass down information to you, you're gonna have the same knowledge as I have. So like, people just probably are ahead of the curve, but that don't make you smarter. Everybody like really have the same smarts. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get a person that studying law, and then you take them to somebody that welds, no, like, he's not gonna be able to weld. The welder gonna be smarter than him. Is that what y'all saying? I just feel like I just don't like when people be a little too cocky about things they do. I'm sorry, Like, I like you to be confident, but I don't. Not when I say cocky. I feel like cocky people, bump down to other people. You know what I'm saying? They put down other people. But other than that, nah. But I just don't like. I also don't understand why college is just being pushed so much. When you go to college, you're trying to get a degree. You're trying to get the degree to get a job. You're trying to get a job so you can live the life that you want. But really, that's not what happens. The narrative that they push on us and the things that they want us to do, in your mind, it's other things that you want to do, but you like, nah, this the way I have to do it in order to survive in this world. Because I really feel like most people survive instead of living. Or like, it's so much information on the internet, so much information on the internet on how to, it's different loopholes. Although you're still going to have to put in some work, but people need to work smarter and not harder. Which, the only thing with me, like, I'm in college because of my parents. I wanted to work just off the rip, like, cause it really wasn't no point in me. I still feel like I didn't waste 4 years. You always gain experience. I just feel like I could have been on a different path. Could have been somewhere. I could have been where I'm finna be in a year. I could have been there 4 years ago. And I just really, that's going to go back to like the programming that's going on. Like, just because you went to college don't mean I have to go. Just because your daddy was a mechanic don't mean you have to be a mechanic, but you can learn the skills. But if you want to do something else, go do it. You are allowed to do whatever you want. Gain as many skills as you want, acquire as many skills as you want. Of course, I feel like everybody do have certain talents that lead them into certain things, but you can do anything you want, though, for real. That's what I like about life. College was nice for me for the connections, though. I believe that college was nice for me for the connections, And I do have something to fall back on, which I just don't put things like that in my mind, though, because I just know what I want to do, and I'm doing it. It's just trying to do that in college. It's kind of, don't mind the suitcases back there. But I gotta people are in different stages of life. You know what I'm saying? Different stations. Some people was born with money, some people was born without money. Some people was born into a family that was very well educated in the way the society would like them to be, and then some people weren't. You know, some people, you know, I don't. Everybody different. You know what I'm saying? Some people end up making mistakes, and they have to, you know, deal with it. I'm different than most of the average 21-year-old. I got a son. He 3 years old. Had him in high school. Well, started off in high school. Then I go to college. My mama made me go to college. What am I talking about? It is 5:51, 5:52. That's 5 minutes. Yeah, I like talking about perspective though. What else we talking about? No, I wish somebody was on here asking me questions. And I love to talk perspective. Like we could break so much stuff down. We could talk about the government. We could talk about how that in society today, people are so brainwashed to the point where we don't ever have our true own thoughts. All our opinions are based on somebody else's opinions. And it's just so crazy because that's the way people do with even books. Like, okay, this person have experienced this, but that don't mean that they're right, but that don't mean that they're wrong either. But I just feel like you can write a book yourself off your experiences. Everybody have different experiences. Although nothing is new under the sun. I heard that before from my grandmother, but that actually makes sense because if you read the Bible, like a lot of stuff be going on. But like that don't mean it was historical facts. That's just experiences. This is all I don't know. It's a cheat. Like the Bible and certain really just books in general. Like they are cheat codes. You can look at it like a game. It's not a bad thing to see this as a game because if some kids, if you tell them this a game, like I'm gonna tell my son, like, you're your own creative player. If he want to play sports, I'm gonna be like, you're your own creative player. Go, you know. If you do this, you're gonna level up. It's the way, it's perspective. Everything is perspective in this world. You are the master of your fate. You know, your reality. You know, you are king of your reality. You can do whatever you want. You can perceive things as you want. You can't. That's the same thing. Like people don't understand the way you observe things is your perception. It's gonna manipulate what next event happens or how you feel or anything. It's you, but sometimes it's not you because you let other people dictate what you do. You really just gotta sit down, meditate with yourself, and understand that this is so powerful. This is powerful. Can't nobody teach you in the classroom what this does but yourself. Actually, they could teach you what it does, but it's gonna be up to you if you use this. Gotta be strong-minded though. And this is my favorite class too. Also, like it allowed me to really feel free to speak my mind. You know, and I was open to all discussions from every facet of life, from all people, no matter really what they say. You know, as long as it's more appropriate. I hope I did not, use any vulgar language, which I don't think I have. But please forgive me for the late submission. I really looked over the finals. I really thought it was on the discussion boards. I didn't see the message. I was working on my finals, my senior thesis and stuff. And I gotta do better with the announcement, with looking at my announcements. I'm finna upload this to YouTube. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna email you this. Thank you. Okay.